Hey everyone, I am Jolly Pisces 78 and today we are doing part 26, Mirror and Curtains. We are in chapter 7 of Reverse 1999 and we have completed the experiments on the storm, so all they got left to do is produce the machine to for the oh my goodness, I can't get my words together. So, anyway, Mirror and Curtains, part 26. A mirror, a razor in green, and hands reaching into nothingness. And it looks like we have a battle in this one. So, let's. The storm arrives in 4
I never
hours.
thought it would be the Timekeeper and the Apeiron Arcanus would solve the problem. But now even humans can cast this ritual.
Laplace is now in a rare state of tranquility, for the researchers have done all they can. There's nothing left for them to do. With only 4 hours to go, this is the final calm before the storm.
Indeed. The knot is the physical form of the ritual we were looking for. Surprisingly, the numerical code yielded practical results. I thought it was necessary to report this to the Timekeeper's organization. It was her contribution. But it did not go well.
Wonder why it didn't go well.
Forgive the interruption. What's a knot?
I will be glad to answer your question.
Excuse me.
Knot theory is a branch of algebraic topology. In mathematics, a knot refers to a connected closed curve in three-dimensional Euclidean space that does not intersect itself. They can also be described as shapes in three-dimensional space that are homeomorphic to circles. Knot theory focuses on the entanglement and configurations of closed curves in three-dimensional space, rather than the curves themselves. Since all closed curves are homeomorphic to circles, they can all be topologically categorized as circles. A knot equivalent to a two-dimensional circle is called an unknot, and
I don't mean to question Laplace's expertise, but this approach may not be the best solution for widespread implementation. The concepts are complex even for us, let alone others. We can't expect to give an advanced math lesson to every individual under these circumstances. Doing math before the storm. Nobody's got time for that.
Oh my goodness.
as it turned out, presenting a technical report was much too premature. We should have a complete and official report once the immunity gear is produced.
Maybe you can change your approach the next time you report to the Foundation.
The robot shakes her head, disappointed by the failure of her report and the listener's math level.
I simply gave them honest answers.
She turns her head and looks thoughtfully out the window.
But this solution is deserving of widespread implementation. All we need is a piece of rope and tie it end to end, and spend 3 to 5 minutes to make this knot. This can be done anywhere, at any time, by anyone using any type of cordage. The oldest, fastest, and most basic ritual, the key to braving the storm, is a knot.
Why didn't you tell the House of Intercartus? I'm sure they would have funded us generously.
I will make sure to put it in my interdepartmental report.
A rare hint of frustration flickers across her face, but she quickly moves on to a subject that deserves her attention.
But at this point in time, the knot only functions like an incantation. It is not suitable for widespread use until the research on the side effects and the converter are complete.
In any case, I've completed all the tasks you assigned me. My last plea is, please never put Ulrich and I on the same team again.
That's hilarious. The researcher lets out a deep yawn, feeling as if he hasn't slept in ages. Maybe he can catch a quick nap before the final battle begins.
I'm surprised that you're not in the lab. Something bothering you? Wait, don't tell me you're charging here.
Seems like this is her favorite place to charge. The robot turns to him. an approving smile on her face, but she also waits for those doves here.
Excellent job, Researcher Adler. You have proven that you are keeping the locations of public outlets in Laplace in mind, which is a positive sign for your resocialization. But I am powering up to reach my optimal condition, preparing for what is to come. The Scroll of Apeiron, the final piece of the puzzle, the key to minimizing any negative effects caused by the incantation.
Wow!
Oh, we're back with
The
Lilia.
designers on artificial somnambulism could use some of this inspiration. Look at the clouds, painted with a syndrome of colors and interrupted by a glorious streak of rainbow. It's truly a masterpiece.
The red blur streaks forward at lightning speed, but the Elegias are still in hot pursuit. Their skins are becoming increasingly vibrant due to the storm syndrome.
Funny. They're flying towards the headquarters out of instinct. Maybe they can sense immunity zones.
Maybe they can.
These little beasts would make for a good study. But I'm not in the mood to take any prisoners.
Lilia speeds up again, trying to lose the pursuers that are swarming behind her like a dark vortex. I do believe that is Laplace, isn't it? In front of her, under the clouds, the gray buildings of the Foundation are now clearly visible.
Fuel and ammunition are running out.
Her altitude is low enough she can almost see the hallway outside the committee room. Is Lucy waiting for her to bring the scroll while she charges?
Maybe I should storm the vice president's office with them. But other people might get hurt there.
Right.
Never mind.
She makes an abrupt turn, her mind racing with ideas. Hey, it's the doves.
Dive into the lake? But the splash might wet the scroll.
Right.
Wait, isn't that?
Do you see Lucy? Sprouts from the forest. That looks like a signal to Lynn.
Miss Lilia, this way.
Druvis.
Ha! Good timing.
Her friend's presence has given her a clear sense of direction. Without a second thought, she charges into the new forest with the huge herd in hot pursuit. Just before crashing into the trees, Red 38 changes course and rockets upward in a perfectly straight line. But the creatures behind her have no such finesse. One by one, they slam into the mesh woven by the dense tangle of trees and vines.
Enemies intercepted. Ally landed successfully. Miss Travis, the Elitiaus are all ensnared in vines.
The druid closes her eyes, savoring the fresh air.
The winds of triumph sweep through the woods. An excellent flight, Miss Lilia. We will take it from here. Come, everyone. We shall vanquish our foes with the aid of the woods.
Alright. Okay, so we're going to battle.
Your request has been heard.
This should be easy.
All right, I'll handle it. The bones will tell. Decode complete. The perfect solution.
I want to say that is squirrels I hear.
I'm losing my patience.
No matter.
Where sterile.
The music will speak.
It's a nice, pretty day. Temperature's just perfect today. Got my door open, so I'm hearing all the birds and the squirrels and, of course, the traffic.
Where?
All right, I'll handle the tech support.
Get out of here.
An accurate reading. An adequate sample.
Alright. Oh. had
Alright,
one
on a
wave, so
perfect
where did this one
algorithm.
come from?
According to my
You can
calculations,
see how
the perfect
on it
solution.
the paint,
The enumeration is
syndrome,
the last
the
resort.
storm syndrome
But
is
sometimes
affecting it.
it can work a miracle.
Rejected.
Victory, the mother of arrogance.
The Special Operations Squad is ready to go. Dr. Kakanya, are you really going to stay here?
I wish she would go too. "4 hours. She shakes her head, her fingers tight on Marcus' communicator. For more than 10 hours she has been waiting for Laplace to respond. Marcus lowers her eyes, burying her face in her scarf to hide the tears. The doctor quickly notices it. Her voice softens and changes to a lighter tone.
Don't worry about me, young missy. This won't be goodbye forever.
Really?
Besides, I have already provided all the help I can, right? I made Isolde show us the ritual and kept her under control, and now you've figured out how the ritual works. To test its results, you will need a couple of volunteers.
But Marcus doesn't seem to find comfort in her words.
But you heard the report from Laplace. The possibility of surviving the ritual is nearly zero without the converter and the scroll and...
Nearly, they said. But not surely.
The doctor interjects briskly.
Plus, where else can I go? I was born and raised in this city. This is where I came from, where I lived and where I belong. This is my whole world. I despised the maggots under its golden surface and fought for the justice and fairness in our society. But I also cherish every detail of this city, from the intricate carvings on the theater columns to the dirt trodden by dockworkers. All of these things made me me. My family, my friends, my people, and my operas and culture are all here. I never once thought about leaving this place. I have never thought about destroying it either.
She looks up and sighs sentimentally.
Being washed away with it would be a just punishment for all my sins.
Yet her eyes are free of darkness and despair. Marcus can clearly see her determination.
I wish I could be as brave as you are. See you, Miss Clara.
Marcus, you are so brave. She gently reaches out to her. Not far away, the Special Operations Squad is ready to go. The helicopter begins to whirl, its last errand of the day. Inside the cabin, Isolde sits between two Razor operatives, her wrists bound in cuffs.
Hurry, ladies, before any of us turns into one of those exquisite paintings. Sorry, but the headquarters is too far for the teleportation disc from here. You'll have to bear with us smelly old grunts for a little longer.
It is time to part ways.
Goodbye, Miss Marcus. Sharing this hour with you has been an honor.
Their warm hands clasp in a powerful handshake. With a wave to the teary-eyed girl, Kakanya turns around and heads towards the City of Madness.
Is your birthday approaching, Doctor?
She trolls sharply around at the entranced voice. Isolde reaches out into the air, still in a dream she unwillingly to wake up from. There the world is unchanged, and each day is filled with bliss. For a prisoner in the Foundation's facility, perhaps dreams will provide the solace she needs.
I made this for you.
She holds out a brooch, a piece of exquisite that it, too, seems to be an intangible figment of a wistful dream. I thought she was in a chair, handcuffed. The golden setting nestles the sparkling gem in place, a gift undoubtedly made with great affection. That is so pretty.
Turquoise and topaz, just like you and your eyes.
That's so sweet.
Please accept my blessings, Doctor. May your life be filled with joy and contentment, and may your courage guide you through all that comes your way. You are worthy of all the beauty and goodness this world has to offer, and I will hold you in my heart and in my prayers forever.
Today isn't Kakania's birthday, nor can she see her reflections in Assad's lusterless eyes. The star of Vienna holds up the brooch, yearning at the emptiness before her. If one were to die today, what would she say to her longtime friend?
Süße Träume, Roteta Staff.
She takes the brooch and pins it to her jacket. The communicator at her wrist crackles. A ray of hope shines through the static.
Madame Lucy, any progress on the research?
Okay, it looks like we're going to have another part 27. Okay, so we have, looks like we have a couple of things to do here. 2 things. Surveillance report on Miss Weyerhaeuser and the last big news flash. And we also have a hard mode for our battle. So let's start with this. Surveillance report on Miss Weyerhaeuser. About that forest you're familiar with, about that companion you know so well, observe the direction. Following the forest incident, Miss Weyerhaeuser, suspected of using her arcane skills to destroy and invade on public places, and thus causing severe damage, was required to eliminate the influence of Arcanum and restore the original function of the site, and was forced to participate in 120 hours of Foundation service activities, in addition to a fine of 200,000 sharpodontes. Ms. Weyerhaeuser showed a high degree of cooperation in accepting her punishment. She enrolled in the temporary tree processing class and, within 3 days, dealt with the excessive tree overgrowth and she had caused by trimming all the greenery within the Foundation. At her impassioned request, the materials from the processed trees will be fully utilized. I just realized that Miss Weyerhaeuser is Jervis's last name, Jervis III. In the following period, the tree processing class responded to this request. We processed the trees into lumber and sent them to the engineering department. The byproducts were processed into organic fertilizer, and the remaining fruits were distributed by the canteen at lunchtime to offset Miss Weyerhaeuser's service activity time. The acorn bread and berry pies received quite good reviews. In summary, given Miss Weyerhaeuser excellent performance and good attitude in admitting her mistakes during this period, we believe she has fulfilled her compensatory obligations to our satisfaction, and it is recommended that surveillance and movement restrictions are lifted from Miss Weyerhaeuser in advance. That is all. Alright, so maybe we get to see her a little bit more involved with Verton's team. And here's our next one, the last big news flash. Half of this newspaper page has been soaked in murky oil paint. Fortunately, the other half of the text is still faintly legible. Let's read the news. I don't know if I'm crazy, but maybe today is the end of the world, but I have to write this down. This is my duty as a journalist. The whole of Vienna has become an oil painting splashed with turpentine, and I'm not using that as a metaphor. Literally, everything is dripping with paint, and I'm no exception. Fortunately, my right hand is fine for now, and I can still write. I thought three men fighting to the death over the pronunciation of a word would be enough to make the front page of the newspaper, but I was wrong. A great war is unfolding, a great war that will involve the whole world. Those feet marching on the streets can't wait to throw the world into roasting flames of hell. Hungarians, Austrians, Lathians, Germans, Cisleithanians, the streets and the cafes are full of lunatics talking nonsense, except for me and the little girl who just came to make a phone call carrying a case of books. The case of books. That would be Marcus. The girl was crying so sadly when she made the call. She ran so fast when she came that she even slipped and fell. She didn't realize her books had fallen all over the place until after she finished the call. I don't understand what there was to cry about when everything has become like this everywhere, and any semblance of order will soon disappear. If there is anything that still makes you sad, then you should do everything in your power to destroy it. Just like the editor who keeps rejecting my drafts. If I don't take him down, I'll never have my chance to shine. Wow. The article will appear in tomorrow's paper, along with the destruction of my editor, if the world hasn't ended by then. Say it's causing them to go crazy. Right, so now for the hard mode for this battle. I forgot to read that. It's probably the same defeat in 12 rounds.
Alright, the bones will tell. Decode complete. Encryption complete.
Which is very easy. At least these creatures are very easy to defeat.
I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my patience. Sterilize.
Music, the bones will tell.
Get out of here.
Stay away from me.
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot they pop back up. Why? It's only one wave and it looks like it has two waves.
Music will speak.
Get out of here.
According to my calculation.
Freaking dumbass. I'm losing my patience.
Alright, time to crack the bones will tell.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
What's up, Pink?
Decode complete.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Alright.
Victory.
Did we do it? We did it. Yeah, it was within 12 rounds. Alright. Alright, and that concludes part 26. I wonder how many parts are in this chapter. It seems to go on forever. Oh yeah, Lilia has made it back with the scroll, only to be followed by all the creatures. I forget what they're called, the orbitaries, something like that. But Jeruvus happens to see her and directs her landing, and so she lands safely, and Jeruvus and the other guards, they go and take care of the creatures, and so Lilia can go and deliver the scroll. And I really wish Gakania would leave and go to the Foundation, maybe join Furton, but she is bound and determined to stay behind in her hometown where she grew up and fought for rights there. So, I mean, I really can't blame her. She was born and raised there, so that is certainly her decision. But, as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.